Hi, this is Arden Miller, VP of Consulting Services at QueBIT. Today, I'd like to show you a quick demonstration on how to use the Audit Trail feature in Adaptive Insights. This feature can be helpful in researching how data changes may have occurred, when, and by whom, and also may provide important information to your IT department to assist with audit compliance around data and transparency. Let's start with a quick look at your configuration. Log into your Adaptive Insights instance. From the main menu, select Modeling and then Versions. On the right-hand side of the screen, towards the bottom, there's an Options section. Check to be sure that your Audit Trail selection is checked. If so, you're good to go. Please note, however, that this setting is not retroactive, so it's good practice to make sure this box is selected when you create a new version. Now that we've verified that our system is configured to enable the audit trail, let's take a moment to talk about some scenarios where this feature can be helpful. To set the stage, you're a system administrator and you receive a call from an end user stating that their personnel plan has changed and they don't know what happened. Start by gathering some basic information. What version was changed? What level or organization was impacted? And when did they notice the change? Let's generate an audit report to find out exactly what happened. From your main menu, select Reports. On the top right, select New Report and Audit Trail Search. The default screen takes you to the basic search functionality. Notice on the top right-hand side of your screen, there's an advanced search feature. We'll cover this in a moment, but for now, let's just stick with the basics. Your end user has indicated that this change occurred in the working budget version. For the Sales North region, you can either drill down or search for Sales North and select that level appropriately. They've also indicated that this change occurred sometime after 2 p.m. on August the 5th. Let's make those date and time selections and click Search Audit Trail. Your search parameters will be displayed at the top of the screen and your results below. Let's review them together from left to right. On August 5th at approximately 2:12 p.m., the financial analyst made some changes to the Sales North level. In the personnel planning sheet for two separate columns, the start date and the comments field. They made this change to a new hire resource, and the original and new values will be displayed to the right. You can see that the start date was changed from January 1st to April 30th, and likewise the comment was updated to state adjusted start date to April. If desired, you can click the link View Sheet, which will open the personnel planning sheet where the change was made so that you can validate the change. Notice the last line. Here's our new hire resource. Adjusted start date to April was the comment that we noticed, and here's the start date of April 30th. Looks like this was the culprit. You can either make the change directly here or go back to your audit trail and click Printable View, which will download a copy of your results that you can share with your end user so that they can make the appropriate change. Now, let's talk about more advanced search functionality. Let's go back to our audit trail search and select Advanced Search. In this scenario, you've received another call from someone asking for help because their expenses have changed drastically and they need to present to senior management this afternoon. Again, try to gather some basic information. What version was changed? The change occurred in the working budget. This time, the level that was impacted was Sales East. So let's search for Sales East and select it. They don't really know when the change occurred, just sometime in the last week. So let's leave these parameters to the default values for now. You'll notice some additional search functionality. Source of change. This feature is handy if you want to take a look at all of the changes that were made by a specific user during a specific time, or maybe a handful of users. You can select multiple people by holding down the Control key. For now, we're not really sure who made the change, so I'm going to deselect those options. If you scroll down, you'll see Type of Data. When you click this drop-down, you'll notice that this feature will allow you to search things like GL accounts, modeled accounts, cube accounts, custom accounts, assumptions, shared formulas, and so on. For this case, we know that the change occurred in a GL account, and they've indicated that their telephone expense has gone up dramatically. Let's do a search for the telephone account and select it. They've also indicated that this change occurred in Q4. So let's just search the Q4 records to see if we can figure out which month the change occurred. We're going to search between October and December of 2019 and click Search Audit Trail. Again, your search parameters are indicated at the top and your results below. On August 5th at 12:30 p.m., the financial analyst went into the Sales East level and updated the telephone expense account in the month of December for $80,000. That seems pretty high. This time, let's click the Cell Explorer icon to see if we can figure out what happened. Notice that this change is impacting the expenses, the P&L, and the office expenses with trend. Let's click on Expenses to check out the expense sheet. If we expand this view so that we can see all the months, you'll notice the telephone account is clearly $80 a month until you get to December, where somebody accidentally typed in a few extra zeros. You can make the change directly here if you're the administrator, or, like before, you can go back to your audit trail and generate a printable view to download the results so that your end user can have them. This concludes the demo on how to use the Audit Trail feature in Adaptive Insights. We hope it was helpful. Please take a moment to visit QueBIT's website for more information where you can watch webinars, check out our knowledge base or our blog. We're happy to help with any questions you have. Thank you for watching.